the Denolden Empire threatens the world with bloody conflict. Their excavation of dangerous ancient technology must be stopped. Take control of the White Fangs and resist the Denolden Empire across an epic campaign. Revive an ancient bloodline, protect your loved ones, and uncover the secrets behind a world on the edge of disaster. On the battlefield, combine your unit's attacks for greater firepower. Displace enemies with assaults to conquer new ground. Turn the tides of battle with devastating commander powers. Challenge other commanders across 88 battlefields in multiplayer and wage tactical warfare with over 20 types of units. The Tiny Metal Saga continues on Nintendo Switch. Bigger, better, more.
The day our hometown burned, that was the day we enlisted. At last, we had something to believe in. Something worth fighting for. It was a battlefield, but it was where we grew up. This is what the Ranger Corps does. When things look impossible, we get through it.
Peace is a beautiful thing, but it's fragile. And once it's broken, it can never be made whole again.
Just say the word, boss. I'm locked, loaded, and in-freaking-vincible! Raz is coming through!
If we don't do something, the tragedy will never stop. We have to believe in our goal and keep moving.
We will live to see Hoffen again.
We will. Together.
From the goddess, a gift to help guide the lost. Now, the goddess watches over Fodlan from her kingdom above as the mother of all life, the arbiter of every soul.
Go ahead, give me orders. It's time to measure your worth as an instructor. Such a brutal, irrational world we live in. Some believe the crests, tokens of the goddess's power, are necessary to maintain order. But they're wrong, teacher. The crests are to blame.
the randomly generated events or disasters that are hitting your ship. The core idea of THARSIS is how well you manage a situation that is spiraling out of control. Yes, you plan your actions, but when the dice settle, that's what you have to work with. On top of trying to stop ongoing disasters, you'll need to gather resources, replenish your ship and crew health, invest in disaster-averting research projects, and juggle your crew's special abilities to up your chances of success. How much health, sanity, and food each crew member has directly affects their ability to function. Rations increase the amount of dice they have. Health determines how many hits they can take, and sanity determines how useful or dangerous the choices your crew give you between weeks are. And then, of course, deciding who gets to eat that week and who doesn't. So often you'll need to decide what and who takes priority on a turn and where you need to sacrifice just to make it to the next week. And when things go wrong, well, there's always a plan B. But often it comes with even greater risks and costs, like sending a crew member to reduce a disaster, knowing full well they might not survive it. Letting a disaster unfold so you can try to get extra supplies in the meantime. Allowing the crew's sanity to slip now, but deal with the inevitable consequences later. Or even eating your dead crew members.
Human hybrid soldiers. Advent's reward for obedience and service.
In XCOM 2, we evolve the enemies into something more fearsome than anything seen in the series. This means that aliens aren't just bigger and badder, they're also smarter. For example, the Mutant's physique tell the player he's less of a beast and more of a soldier. Enemy Unknown's gruesome-looking floater has become a godlike Archon, with upgrades both to its appearance and abilities. The sectoid in XCOM 2 immediately knows how to mind control, which was a late capability reserved for the sectoid commander in Enemy Unknown. XCOM 2 has a darker tone and a different look, which directly affects the gameplay. What was once a multinational government-funded project, XCOM has now been reduced to a grassroots resistance. Players are no longer waiting for aliens to strike an area. Now you decide when to take the fight to the aliens and create your own opportunities. The world of XCOM 2 is no longer the one you know. It's vastly more open-ended, and you'll be finding more choices in and out of combat.
As culture advances, new opportunities present themselves to us. The Theatre and Arts District allows our people to express themselves as never before. The results are breathtaking. Truly, we have achieved a golden age of peace and cooperation. But as with all things, this golden age cannot last. The industrial age brings great advancements, but also great need for resources. Cooperation becomes competition. We find our world shrinks. Now, more than ever, we must make the most of what land and resources we do have. This industrial district is key to maximizing our production capabilities. But these mechanical marvels require new sources of power. Fuel is now as valuable as food in this industrial age. While we are fortunate, other civilizations are not. They view our prosperity